There are nights when sleep eludes us, and every shadow grows darker and every creak becomes louder. But sometimes, in the dead quiet of those endless nights, we realize we're not alone.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
I live in Sri Lanka, old now, and I'm Buddhist. The incident I'm about to share took place during my junior year of high school, a memory etched forever in my soul. My younger brother and I shared a cramped bedroom facing the bustling Colombo Candy Road. Our bed was wedged tightly against a corner, its headboard flush with the wall, leaving only a small gap at the foot. Just 2 feet separating us from an old wardrobe pressed against the opposite wall. Near the door stood an unstable iron table with one short leg, notorious for its unsettling day-dust sound whenever bumped. One stifling night around 10 p.m., my brother and I crawled into bed. Sleep quickly took him, but the oppressive heat kept me restless and awake. Minutes dragged into hours. The world outside grew silent and still. Suddenly, clear footsteps echoed from the living room, moving slowly but purposefully toward our bedroom door. Each measured step sent chills down my spine. Paralyzed with fear, I kept my eyes tightly closed, hoping it was a figment of my imagination. The footsteps paused ominously at our door. The air thickened. Silence stretched endlessly until, dadas. The table had moved. My heart raced wildly beneath the thin sheet covering my trembling body. Terror clawed at my chest, forcing me to peek from beneath my shelter. There he was, a stranger, casually seated upon the unstable iron table. He wore formal attire as though returning from a late-night meeting. Long hair framed his shadowy face as he silently stared at our bed. My voice betrayed me, unable to call for help or wake my sleeping brother. Quickly, I closed my eyes again, desperately trying to convince myself this wasn't real. Minutes passed agonizingly slow. Mustering courage, I dared to look again. He had vanished. Relief flooded my body momentarily, but dread soon overtook it when my eyes landed upon the wardrobe. He was now standing at the foot of our bed, tall and imposing, matching the wardrobe's height exactly. Fear immobilized me. I was trapped in my own body. My brother stirred restlessly, blissfully unaware. I shut my eyes again, whispering silent prayers. Finally, gathering enough courage, I peeked once more, certain he'd vanished. But as I glanced upwards, I froze. He was impossibly perched on the headboard, leaning over me, his shadowy face mere inches from mine. Fear overwhelmed my senses, dragging me into merciful unconsciousness. Morning arrived painfully bright. Alone in bed, confusion clouded my mind. Had it been a nightmare? Shaking off my terror, I stumbled toward the kitchen where my mom and brother were talking. My brother's voice turned my blood to ice. "Amma, last night some guy came into our room." He sat by the table first, then leaned over Tom. I tried screaming, but no sound came. He moved by the wardrobe and then he was on the bed, staring right into Tom's face. His words confirmed every horrific detail of my own experience. For an entire month, Buddhist Pirith chants echoed continuously through our room, warding off whatever had invaded our lives. Eventually, peace returned. Yet, the memory lingered, especially since my older sister had previously told us something eerily similar. She'd been pulled off her bed by an invisible force demanding she get down. Had it all truly happened, or was it merely a collective nightmare? Even today, as darkness settles, I wonder whether our fears gave life to shadows, or if our home truly harbored an unknown, terrifying visitor.
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.